Hi guys, AC here. Welcome back to my channel. Smells good, and I really appreciate you clicking on the link. Today we're going to talk about a fragrance called Assenzio Absinthium by L'Herbolario Lodi. Now, before I get into the review, a very important note. Something interesting happened this week. Um, there is a subscriber of mine called Ben Daniels. Ben, hello. He actually is a reviewer, and he posted a comment which made me realize why I do reviews. You know, I recommended one of my fragrances, which was St. Dupont and Poirot. He apparently went ahead and bought it and tried it, and he liked it. And the satisfaction that that comment gave me, the whole purpose of me doing these reviews um, is to just share my experiences with fragrances with people and see if that gives them the same joy, you know. And that incident really made me it sort of made me realize why I'm actually doing these reviews. That's the whole reason. So let's get to the fragrance review of today. Now, this fragrance, Absinthium, is basically based on a note called Wormwood. So let's start with looking at the packaging and the bottle, and then so friends, here is a good look at the bottle. It's a frosted glass bottle. This is a 50 ml bottle. It's a very straightforward bottle, as you can see. It's an EDP concentration, some batch numbers, some details at the bottom. This is an Italian budget brand made in Italy. 100%, I don't know. It says 100% made in Italy. 50 ml, as you can see. The atomizer on this one is basic, to say the least, and they don't spend too much money on packaging and stuff like that. You can see that it's a very small little spritz you get. The cap is just basically very thin metal type. It gets D-shaped very quickly. So no marks for presentation. So friends, uh, let's start with the spray. Yeah, as I said, the atomizer isn't the best in the world, so I've got a dry down of about 2.5–3 hours on my right hand. So I'll start with a little bit about wormwood. So wormwood, or absinthium, is biologically known as Artemisium absinthium. Now, Artemisium absinthium is basically used to create a drink called absinthe. Now, that drink is banned now because it was meant to give you hallucinations. Yeah? This drink was prolifically used by Van Gogh. Yeah? So it apparently incited great amounts of creativity. But if you're getting worried, don't worry. This fragrance doesn't give you any hallucinations. At least not. That's not what I'm aware of. Yeah. Now, absinthium tree or shrub rather looks like this, and the plant looks like this. So, how does it smell? Absinthium is basically a keynote in a lot of 80s powerhouse fragrances. Yeah? Some of the notable ones are Yataghan by Caron. The other one is Jules by Christian Dior. And there are a few more. For example, Kouros uses Artemisium note. But if you're thinking from these names, if you're thinking this is something that smells like the 80s powerhouse, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. And in fact, it is such a wonderful fragrance. It completely caught me by surprise. A few months ago, I was looking around for a few unusual fragrances. No? So that is when I put a sort of a risk on this one. I blind bought it, yeah, based on the fact that it has the wormwood note. And as I said, I know these fragrances that I just named. They are 80s powerhouse. They're great fragrances. So I thought I'll just put a little bet on this one. So how does this smell? It is, oh, it's beautiful. It starts off with a blast of quite a few things. Yeah, lemon, tangerine. Yeah, so it's very zesty, and suddenly there's something which is herbal, fresh, bitter, and very sharp, and that is artemisium or wormwood. There's also the bark or the root of the wormwood, which is very bitter and very um, sharp and fresh smelling, like anise, the herb anise. That's why the top is more green, the center or the heart is more woody. Yeah, that's where the wormwood is used. The top has artemisium. Artemisium is a beautiful scent, absolutely beautiful. Um, the as I said, the starting is so invigorating, fresh, sharp, and green and clean. It just strikes you as, wow, what is this? It is absolutely stunning. Now the dry down. The middle has a little bit of spices. The spices that are there are coriander and clove. Yeah, so it gives you a little bit of warmth. And the dry down, as I said, it's about 3 hour dry down. There are woods. Yeah, most notable one is cedar. Yeah, and there's some sweet notes. Just because, as I said, it's very bitter. Wormwood is very bitter. So to balance it out, they've used some florals and some sweetness. It's probably benzoin and a hint of geranium. Yeah, geranium is a very versatile note. It can be used to give you a minty type of feel, but that's not what it's here. It's a slight sweet floral. Wow, man, this is just an amazing discovery. I'm so proud to bring this to you because it is such an invigorating scent. The best place to apply this, obviously top of your wrists, under your shirt. I used it today. I can still get whiffs of it when I'm moving forwards. I used 4 sprays. As I said, the atomizer isn't the best. I used 4 sprays under my shirt. Okay, and I've also used 2 on the shoulder of my shirt, 6 sprays. Now the magic it does, the first time I wore this to work, the lady at the reception normally notes that I smell really good. And that day she said, wow, what are you wearing, sir? And I told her I'm just testing something new called Absinthium. And she gave me a funny look and she said, isn't that a drink? I said, it is, but this fragrance is just using those aspects of that little shrub. And she said, it smells absolutely amazing. She just used the word absolutely amazing. She said, oh wow, it's just, I could wear this. It's very unisex. So if you're going down the route of yataghan, if you're deriving your conclusion from yataghan, you couldn't be more wrong. I know that Artemisia is a prominent note in powerful masculine fragrances, but here it's been done differently. It's a very unisex, very sprightly, highly energetic, green, fresh, clean summer fragrance. Top notch, absolutely beautiful. And the more heat, the better. You can see, you can make out I'm very excited about this. I've given it about 5 or 6 wears. Every time I've enjoyed it. Every time, And every time my friends have commented that this is really nice. It really is very fresh and nice. So, in terms of longevity, longevity, I would say it will surprise you. 4 sprays under my shirt. Next day in the morning, about 6:30 when I go for the shower, I can smell it. So it's a 24-hour scent under your shirt. The notes of lemon and tangerine are effervescent. So anything on your skin will not last for 24 hours. Yeah. So anything on exposed skin will last for you for about 6-7 hours. But that's really good for a freshie. Yeah. In terms of projection, on your shirt, it projects. So it takes me about 2 hours to get to work, right? The lady at the reception smelled me. So I'm thinking projection is at least an arm's to 2 arms length for the first 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. Sillage is very strong. Yeah. Under your shirt, you'll smell it all day. You come back from work, you'll smell it then. There is no doubt that the sillage is strong sillage. In terms of performance, strong. Yeah, 24-hour scent, hands down. And value for money. This is a 50 milliliter bottle. It cost me 29 euros plus postage and packaging. Right. There's also 100 ml, which is for 34 euros. Since I was blind buying, I went for 50 ml. As soon as I finish this, yeah, I'll go for the 100 ml. This from now on will always be part of my arsenal. I think this is a fantastic freshie. Fantastic. The more heat you give it, the better it will perform. The better it will smell. This is made for summer. There's also one word of caution. There's a slight hint of petroleum note after the fragrance is about 10-15 minutes old, and you will smell this for about 1 or 2 hours. Slight hint, very slight. Now if that note puts you off, then I wouldn't advise you to blind buy this. If that doesn't, it is reminiscent of Fahrenheit by Dior. That little petroleum hint. But what a scent this is. It's just invigorating, fresh, highly energetic, beautiful scent. I love this. And I'm enjoying it so much, and so are my friends. Because they have ordered this once they've smelt it on me. So in all, I think I've covered all aspects of this one. Longevity, I would ranking, high value for money, highly performant, good performance, really good performance. I can see this. I can see myself wearing this at least 3 seasons, even in winter when I want something like a pick me up. Yeah. So I would rank it very highly. The only person, it's hard to get. You have to get it from a website, which I will list in my description. So probably I'll take 1 mark off because of supply chain issues. Not easy to get this. I got this from Italy from a website. I'll put it down. It takes about 1 week for this fragrance to arrive. So apart from the packaging side and distribution side, I can't get any marks off it. So it's a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I would have given it a 10 if this was readily available. Uniqueness. I haven't smelled anything which smells like this. And I said I've named a few Wormwood fragrances. This doesn't smell anything like them. It's very unique, fresh smell. For summer, beautiful. And compliment factor. This has got a wow factor. Women love it. Your colleagues will love it. It's a daytime wear. I possibly could recommend this for a date night as well. Reason being, I read a survey somewhere, and women tend to like fragrances that are clean and fresh in the summer as date fragrances, and cozy and cuddly scents in the winter time or colder weather. So I can see this as a date fragrance for warmer days. Yeah, so it's very versatile. Dress up, dress down, suited like myself. I wore this to work today, enjoyed it thoroughly. It'll work. It'll work in a casual scenario with t-shirt and jeans, no problem at all. It can work when you're just hanging out with your friends in a pub, bar, cinema, you're going to the restaurant. Very versatile, fantastic fragrance, can't recommend it enough. I hope you like the review, and if you do give it a like, and do subscribe. This is AC signing off. Namaste. See you again.